Sealclubbers. This is not an elimination type tourney, so regardless of who wins or loses, neither team is out of the competition today.
Yeah. This is group stages, so there's no risk for either teams right now. They're only playing for points for the time being. And we are going to open up here, looking at the splits. Let's take a look at where they're going. They are going to send Naya, the blue team's ranger, over to their henge.
Both
Team
rangers
doing, yeah. Well, that's generally what you would see is sending a ranger there. It actually looks like blue team's Mesmer is sort of delaying here.
Little skirmish up front.
We got Teldo over here, and Stealthy just popped out to gank here. He's also caught third date in sort of a blind spot here.
Yeah, he forced to disengage.
Yeah. It's sort of gravitating in the middle now. Something really exciting happened there. Yeah, we do have that mid fight erupting now.
Lots of teams, lots of members for Sealclubbers getting bursted down. They had some great AoE concentrated bursts there, forcing them off the point. 3 members being forced off the point. They just want to be ready for the res on Electro Hex when he goes down. But his water heal is not quite back up. He does get a few heals, able to heal back up.
Oh, but Zeph's going to be on him here, and he cannot counter that. And Zeph
down
with
him.
Illusion Frenzy's going to get him down. Nicely done by Zeph.
Oh,
they're going to use
great
that
illusion there.
Yeah, they're going to use that
That was
illusion of
so
life
well
to bring him
timed.
back up.
It
He's
just
gonna get
almost immediately. Phantom goes down for Team Paradigm. Immediately miss over right on the midpoint where Sheen is ready for the res, and Zeph helps. Nope, that helps DPS a little bit, keeps a defensive body. Looks like Zeph was looking a little bit grim, but he does have his heal up. And it does look like Electrohex is just about to go down. Psycho Fan go down as well on mid. It does look like Team Paradigm is about to clean this up for midpoint.
Yep, they are going to get that initial midpoint cap. Keep in mind, as I said before, I said on the last map that mid is like 80% of the game. That is not the case on this map. This map is highly varied based on how you play your strategies. You can win this map a lot based on just getting side points a lot because it's a lot easier to navigate between the two. So this does not. I don't want to understate it, but I mean it's not a game making statement like it was last game when it did get capped. So
absolutely, especially with the forest monsters on this map. In the previous map, it really felt like the secondary objective is very optional. Rather in this game, rather in this map, it feels like the secondary objectives are almost always used in every single match.
I would like to note that that we mentioned earlier the torch on the Puzon. He is using that actually here in game, so that is his build. As some people were questioning it in the chat, so. Just wanted to note that that is his build now. He is running with Torch, for anyone that was curious. So Paradigm here generally has control. There's not really a fight going on. We are going to see one erupt here in the mid in just a couple seconds. And yep, Teldo and I believe Phantom are going to hold it off here, the bulk of it, as it sort of tries to come in.
There's an excellent congregation of Sealclubbers back here behind them, but they know exactly it's coming. They're ready with all their cluster here, right? I mean, they all literally funneling up these stairs. It's just really hard to get past that when they're all funneling in the damage like that.
And Teldo with his bombs, it's really going to be tough for them to get through that because those bombs do a lot of damage. We got to look at his build here and look at he's running 30 points into explosives, so every single bomb hit is going to be a stack your vulnerability to anyone that gets hit by it. So they really have to watch out with how much they're getting hit by those, because if you get hit by too many of them, you're just going to be way susceptible to way too much damage too quickly, and it will end up hurting you in the long run.
Yeah, third date actually juked him incredibly hard right at mid, but it does look like he's too low. He is going to go down either way. I love that sword teleport. That ability is so awesome for Thieves.
I want to take a look here and see what kind of damage he's doing. I'm pretty curious as to what kind of damage he's going to be pulling out here without a lot of crit, because Thieves generally tend to rely on it a lot. So it's... Oh, he did just dodge Zeph's illusionary.
Sealclubbers, they're doing an incredible job of staying alive, disengaging, but it feels like it's just not what they need to be doing right now.
In my opinion, it's too passive. They did actually just take out Toto, so I could be completely wrong there. But from what I'm seeing here, it just generally seems like Sealclubbers' strategy is a bit too passive compared to Team Paradigm's more tankier strategy. Both teams are running a tankier strategy. And unfortunately, it just seems like Paradigm has a little bit more damage, and that Sealclubbers could be possibly too tanky. I've talked about in the past the sort of bar between like the tanky builds and the damagey builds. Sealclubbers may have put themselves a little bit too far on the tanky side, unfortunately. But I could be wrong on that. We could see a flip around here anytime now.
We very well could. However, it does look like Team Paradigm is almost not quite twice the points, but they do have a very firm lead, owning 2 points.
110 points they're up right now.
Looks like Teldo doing a very good job staying alive there.
Third date actually.
6 stacks of confusion.
Third date got ganked, unfortunately, there by Fanaram. He actually caught him in an immobilize and it really just chained him out there. Nice job by Fanaram with that chain. Nepuzan is also going to go down here.
Yeah, it's not very good for Sealclubbers at all. Not only are they not capturing points, but they're staying active off the points, and they're having team fights where it's not beneficial for them to be fighting. Asheen is on the point, and then the other point, mine, is just being comfortably guarded by Symbolic. He's dancing here back on point without any contested action whatsoever.
Looking over here now, we are going to look like blue team is once again moving over to contest the keep here. Jumping up now, they are going to be on Asheen, and unfortunately for Asheen, he is undefended for the time being. Paradigm is pretty close by. They are on their boss right now, so Asheen is going to get an extra 50 points, but I don't think they're going to be able to get there. Oh, no, cancel that, because we did have that portal play. They were ready for that, and they came right back in there.
Wow, yeah. That immediate
nice job by
reinforcement.
TP. Yeah. As soon as the boss went down, they reinforced. Nicely done by TP. Excellent team coordination, as we've seen from them before. They're really good with that.
Absolutely.
And it's really working
did
out well.
a wonderful job holding off those 2 players. Wonderful use of his cooldowns. Didn't even have to use his elite. We see Napasan of the other team actually sets up a portal. Where's he going? Oh! I think he just tried to. What was he trying to do there?
Ooh, Nepuzan?
Yeah.
I missed it, unfortunately. So
He may have just been disengaging.
Yeah, more than likely. We do see portal more recently being used for more defensive purposes, rather than that utility to get between points. So that might have been what happened. What went down there, and we do see them gravitating now into a sanctuary because they're really low right now. They don't have.
Yeah, they're forced to be that incredibly defensive, and when you're on the back pedal like that, it's just digging you deeper in a hole.
Yeah, Electrohex is going to be moving away here with his Mistform. Nepuzan is also down here. He'll be going down momentarily, and it looks as though that Team Paradigm has taken this game as well, and so they're gonna take this set today.
It does appear to be the case, unless somehow Sealclubbers manage to grab all the points, kill every mob henceforth. But it does look like Asheen is not going to let that happen today. Team Paradigm with a wonderful display of skill in the past 2 matches. Well played.
Yeah, they both did a pretty good job. I think that Sealclubbers was sort of experimenting with a new type of build here, and that Team Paradigm had their. That was the thing as well, is that Sealclubbers may not have been used to this sort of composition that they were running today, because it did seem a bit unorthodox.
Yeah.
The third date running that sort of tanky-ish thief build, as well as Nepuzan running with a torch as his offhand. So I think they just sort of weren't used to that comp, whereas Team Paradigm is generally playing the same comp they usually play. And it usually works out well for them, so they didn't want to change anything up, and as we saw here, it worked out pretty well for them today.
Absolutely. And for all we know,